Hey guys, Old Beauty Cars. Welcome to my workshop. Today I'm going to be doing a little review of my next build. But first off, I have a couple things I need to talk about. I haven't done much posting for a while because I got kind of burned out from working on my 65 1/16 scale Mustang. Who would have known that working on a big scale model like that would burn you out? I kind of feel for the guys that do those big aircraft. You know, a lot of parts and a lot of scratch building and stuff. So my shout outs to you guys who do big scale models. It's a lot of work, and I wanted to also do a shout out to a couple, or a YouTuber. His name's Roscoe, or not Roscoe, Rocco. He's a really good model builder, and I think also Lazy Eyed Modeler mentioned his name too. He's a good guy, and I encourage all you guys to have a look at his work. And I know he's asking for stuff. You know, help the guy out. You know, if you have something kicking around, help him out. He's a good guy. Everything too is I've kind of backed out on the extreme Chevy cheeseburger build. I think there's a lot of guys in there that are doing they're just taking their models to the next level and all this stuff. And for what I build a lot of mostly nostalgic kind of models, and my skills are up there with those guys and maybe beyond. But they're using all this all this fancy stuff, and I don't do that. So I just feel that I feel that what I built is not good enough, and I'm going to pull out of that build. So I hope all you guys do well in that build, and whatever. I guess this time I got a little bit intimidated, but whatever. Anyways, enough of that BS. Here's my next build. It's a 57 Ford Fairlane, I believe, and it's going to be a 57 Ranchero. I have a real soft spot for these old Fords, especially Rancheros and that kind of thing. And even though I'm not a Ford guy in real life, I like Chevs and Dodges, but in scale models I like Fords. So whatever. This is a good kit. It's a skill level 3, has many options and lots of parts. It can be built in thousands of different ways, but I'm building this one as a stock Fairlane, or sorry, stock Ranchero. It's I'm using all the parts from the kit. Has a good motor in it and all that stuff, and has lots of great parts. So I'm going to take the lid off here. I've already looked at it. Here's the body. I just broke the plastic off there just now, or a few minutes ago. It's a good kit. The thing I like about Revell kits is very little flash. Not all kits, but most kits are very little flash on them, so it's easy to work with. But to build this into a Ranchero, it's fairly easy. Something I do this is going to be a good tip for you new guys that are coming on. If you want to build something custom, I go like build something custom. Something I do is I like to go into Google Images to find a car that I want to build and a particular model, and I bring it up on my screen there, and if the picture's too small I zoom it in and have a look at the picture. And something I do is I take my model and I go up against the screen and I measure it that way. If I'm doing a four-door wagon, whatever the job is. And for this Ranchero, this build I'm doing here, the Ranchero is it's the same length as what this is. There's no difference in length whatsoever. Saying that, sometimes when you do a custom build like this, the wheelbases may be different. You have to do your research. I'm a seasoned modeler, and I do my research all the time. So, anyways, yeah, this is pretty easy to do. You cut the roof just behind the pillar here, because on the Rancheros the roof sticks out a little bit past the pillar, because the pillar, it gets cut and modified bow right here, comes on a slant, and it comes out just a bit on there, and you do that. And also with this here too, another thing I really like about this here, if you see this curve here for the back window, well, you bring this hole, cut that out, and you bring it back to here, and then you have your box. It's kind of one of the nice things about that. It's kind of nice that you don't have to scratch build that. You just have to cut it out and move it back. And as you guys, your new guys, get more experience in model building, you too will be able to do these kind of modifications. Just be careful you don't cut your fingers off with the X-Acto blade, or else you'll be going to the hospital and getting a bunch of stitches. So have to be careful. So yeah, it's a good kit. Lots of parts. It's just like I said, it's a skill level 3, and there's tons and tons of pieces in this one. I've built this car a couple times, so it's not a big deal. And there's many possibilities. Lots of good clean parts, not much flashing though. So I'm building this car permanent stock. It's not going to be nothing fancy. Nice engine in there. I don't know what size engines and what this one is. Off the top of my head, I have to look at my notes. You know, here again, it comes with many options, because this is the Fireball car, and it's a dirt track car. Okay, made a dirt track car as well, so you get lots of spare parts, and these parts come in handy for other projects. So good parts in here. There's just so many options. They give you so many pieces, parts and pieces for stuff. It's pretty insane. Nice suspension on here. It's a pretty nice kit all around. I got some stock rims, which I really like. Nice and detailed. Also with the modifications I'll be doing, I'm also be taking off these mufflers and putting on tube mufflers. They probably could have been cherry bombs when back when. So around here we just call them bottles. So the mufflers. So I'm putting on that. Nice pan on this one. Very easy to work with. Some nice skinny tires. I'll probably be putting some white walls on here. And that's everything with you new guys too. As you get experience and get with your paintbrush, you can just paint on your white walls. And it's pretty easy to do. You just because these tires here, and if you see the detail or not, they have a lip in here, and you just paint inside a lip, and you're good to go. Pretty easy stuff. But there again, it comes with experience, and you know, practice makes perfect, and you know, all you new guys can do this kind of stuff. It's pretty simple. Another good thing about this kit, it's a full frame kit. Many possibilities. There's lots of guys on the tube that are doing all sorts of modifications, and you guys can look for yourself on YouTube and look for the modifications that guys do to these frames. It's pretty limitless to what you can do. So yeah, the rest of it just miscellaneous little parts there, glass instructions. It comes with a great decal sheet. Well, not that great, but it has some pretty good decent decals in it. So yeah. Oh, it's the supercharged 300 horse engine here. So that's not what mine's gonna be, stock. But yeah, so thanks for watching my video, and stay tuned for some updates on this one. I don't know how many updates I'll be able to do on it because it's my busy time of the year. So well, thanks for watching, and stay tuned for more nostalgic cars, I guess. Okay, well, bye for now, guys.